I want to be very clear about this speaker. He's an individual that I believe couldn't have been better selected to impart knowledge, information, and the value and the meaning of fatherhood.
Well, hello family. This is your boy, man, Father Carl Lewis Root Jr. This work in responsible fatherhood is really moving forward. We're seeing the needle move in a positive direction, and mainly because of organizations like Fathers Matter ATL. This is a group of organizations that came together to strategically address many of the issues of fatherhood and to empower, educate, and equip fathers to be able to better take care of themselves and their families. Fathers Matter ATL welcomed all of these organizations that were willing to contribute to the work. And what has happened now, this is our third or fourth year doing the Roosevelt Muhammad Fatherhood Leader Summit. And we're excited about it. I was fortunate enough, blessed enough to be able to receive the award last year in 2024. And I'm here again this year just to deliver a message. And my message is simply this: good, better, best. Never let it rest until your good becomes your better and your better best. Now, what am I saying? I am a father of 7 children. One of the most complex family dynamics in America, the blended family right now. It requires a different set of solutions for some of the problems that we've had in the past. Today, the blended family is almost the norm because 1 out of 2 marriages are ending in divorce. And then most of those marriages have children. And then we blend the families. But with that blended family, it takes intentional effort to make sure that you embrace all of the children the same. You can't treat all children the same, but you have to make sure that provision, protection, and preparation is the same for all of them. And I mentioned that because having 7 children, I have today, there are 4 adult males and 3 adult women. I have 15 grandchildren. And that right there requires responsibility, it requires accountability. And not only that, it requires resources. Resources. Most men that I know, they one day become fathers. Most boys become men, and most men become fathers. It's just the natural order of things. But it does not mean that all of those men who become fathers are resourced the same way. Historically, here in America, most black men especially were referred to as boys. And now we're relying on that same system that relegated us to boyhood status to prop us up to being men. And not only just men, but responsible men and fathers. Because based on the narrative that was given, we were none of those things. We were anything but an honorable and a responsible father. But today, we're changing that narrative. Again, Fathers Matter ATL and many of the other groups involved, we are changing that narrative. My own narrative changed as I began to search out for support to help me with my family. And I found agencies. I found a lot of the agencies that are involved with Fathers Matter ATL. I won't name them because I know I'll be leaving some out. But I just want you to know that when I got involved in the ecosystem, the responsible fatherhood ecosystem, I was given access and awareness to resources that I knew nothing about. So today we do that work, and we're here to make sure that the brothers, the fathers, the community men, make sure that you have awareness of the resources that exist and then access. It's no good to have awareness when you can't have access. And then it's no good to have access when you don't have what it takes to be able to take advantage of the resources. It's like Dr. King said, he felt like he had took Black America into a burning building because we get the right to sit at the burger counter, but we can't afford the hamburger. So this is what we're talking about, access and awareness. I do the work that I do today with Reaching Our Brothers Everywhere, where I serve as the director. And our mission is simply this: to educate, equip, and empower men to impact an increase in breastfeeding rates and a decrease in infant mortality rates. And why would you say in breastfeeding rates? Because it's been found that the women and children in African American communities die at 2 to 3 times higher, more than other communities. And I say not on my watch. It's very personal for me. We lost a child early in our marriage, and I've known somebody and know somebody all the time that's losing children, especially in the African American community, and I'm intentional about doing something about it. I have become a perinatal patient navigator. I'm also working alongside my wife and my son. My son has also become a perinatal patient navigator, and he's also a holistic birth doula, as well as myself, and a community health worker. And myself, I became a CLC, that's a certified lactation counselor, so that I'll be able to talk not just with the men about the benefits of breastfeeding, but a lot of the professional doctors' offices, because they don't get much training and education about breastfeeding. But we're very unique in this role. I've been a long-time responsible fatherhood practitioner, over 30 years, but the work has come full circle now that I can involve the whole family, and I can talk intelligently about reproductive rights and talk with the man about the benefits of breastfeeding and those kinds of things where men have traditionally been left out. So that's what it's all about. My message to you today is not to quit. Don't stop. The needle is moving, no matter how slow. It's moving toward progress. And it's because of people like you, people that are listening to this message right now. I would love to encourage you, to inspire you to join us. And let's make sure that our boys, men, and fathers are in a situation where they can recognize the phase of development they're in. Because I leave you with this. Boys are someone who need to be taken care of. Men should be able to take care of themselves. But a father, he should be able to take care of himself and someone else. And when we do this, we make sure that not only our children and our families are taken care of, but our legacy is secure. Today, I'm seeking to live a good life so that I can die a good death, because I know that one day I got to leave here, but legacy, like I said, I'm working with my son. So legacy is going to be strong because I know the value system that he grew up under. I knew that he was going to be great when he was born. Hence, we gave him the name that we gave him. But a man, and this is what I told him, and this is what I tell every man in closing, a man needs 3 things. These are the minimum of 3 things to really get started. You don't really have to have a whole lot, but to get started, you need to have a God of your understanding. You also need a way to take care of yourself, an income, some way that you can provide for yourself. And then 3, you need a good support system. You could call it a spouse, a girlfriend, or whatever. You could call it a church or a mosque or whatever you want to call it. But if you got a good support system, you're on your way. With those 3 things, we can begin to move forward. Remember, young men, don't make a temporary situation permanent. I thought I was always going to be a gangbang, a womanizing drug dealer. But things have changed along the way because life be lifing. Hey, with that being said, I love you all. Thank you for the opportunity to share what I have inside. I hope I've said something that not only inspires you, but encourages you to continue to do the work that you're doing. Hey, see you next year.